Hunt family, farm family. What's going on? This is VJ Hunt coming to you today with a great episode. We will finally, and I say finally because I know we've teased it, we've said it, but today we will finally begin the process of building the fence for our sheep. We have the fence up and it's old. It was the original fence that my uncle many years ago put up, and it serves its purpose, but it is not the greatest. We patched it and now it's time to go full-fledged on it and make it a brand new pasture. So this probably will end up being a multi-video type deal because there's no way I can get it done in one day, but definitely gonna work hard at it. We're gonna probably map out everything, measure the square footage of what we're gonna do, maybe even drill some of the corner posts today. Wow, the rooster just decides to jump in and make noise on my intro, but that's the life of a farm. Before we get started, of course, you know we gotta feed the animals. All right, so we out here with the gang. Everybody's here, alive and well. And we have a mix of onions, celery, and sweet potatoes, all donated. Again, we're very thankful for that. Look at Jessica running up. She heard me coming. What's up, Jessica? Tell the people hello. Definitely about to get them a bale of hay. She does that. I got a bale of hay. We're gonna get over in here for them. We made a mistake in putting the box in here and it rained and it's just ugly and nasty. But we cut corners and then we made a mess for ourselves. So we'll definitely get that cleaned up. It's been raining like crazy the past day or so I'm happy to have a dry day. Okay, EJ? They don't seem to be very hungry. I put a bale in last night and they ate it all. They probably want the potatoes and all other stuff, so that's what I'm gonna do now. All right, as you can see, everybody is eating, and then they got a bale of hay. Plenty of food. So now I'm gonna get the two whining donkeys something, and then we'll begin mapping out this fence. As you can see, our fence, this is a wire netting fence that we use because we had corner posts to just fall. Uncle did everything by himself with his bare hands, so this fence has probably been here over 40 plus years. And it's just time for us to do a makeover. I think we're gonna continue along the same path. We're gonna expand it up there. We're gonna run one back there. You'll be able to see it kind of once we get it done, but we're gonna take all of this out and pull it up, and then we're gonna replace it with more, dang, what is it called? Woven wire, that's what it is. So we're gonna replace it with more woven wire. We just feel like woven wire is a lot more secure for our animals. Also, it does help in keeping predators out. We do have these two lovely girls to protect. However, you know, we still want to try to do our job as farmers and make sure that we don't keep we keep predators out and keep our animals in. This rooster's really lively this morning. I'm glad he's having a good morning. So step one, we have to figure out the square footage of the fence that we're gonna build. And so I have here a wheel that's gonna give me the footage to prevent from walking the entire fence line. Or what we try to do, we're just gonna use, I think it's the Pythagorean theorem. It's been a long time since I've done it, but we're just gonna really try to find one leg of the triangle this way, and one leg of the triangle that way. And then that'll give us roughly about what we need fence-wise, or fencing materials, to do this area. Once we know the square footage of what we're doing, then we'll be able to order the wire and then start digging our holes. So I'm gonna walk this leg of the triangle and then gonna walk that leg of the triangle, and then we'll see what we got. So from here to there is roughly 235 feet. So now we know that's one leg of it. Oh, why am I so tired? That was a crazy walk. I think I did it too fast. But from here to there, that's roughly 235 feet. My hair's sticking up like crazy. Now, what we do have to take into consideration is that along this area, or this stretch from here to there, we're gonna put a gate in here. So putting a gate in does cut down on some of your wire, but you still wanna just have enough to cover. It's better to have more than less. So we know from here to there is 235 feet. Okay, so now we're back at our starting point. Boom, well, from here, but I can't walk down. We're gonna walk down that lane to the front side of the gate, and we'll get the we'll get the footage of that now. So we're gonna do that now. All right, we've walked from that corner down here, and it is roughly 160 feet. And I know some of you expert fence builders that tune into the channel probably saying, well, why didn't you just walk from that corner to that corner instead of coming back to the start point? Well, the reason why is because no pasture is perfectly square, and I wanted to get the two longest legs of the triangle. I think that's what they call it. It's been a long time since I've taken math, but I think I wanted to get the two longest, so that way when ordering materials, you'll have more than less. I think from this corner back that way, it's a little bit shorter. It's not quite square, so that's the short side, but I want to make sure that we have more fencing supplies than less, so I took the two longest legs. So if you're wondering why I made myself work a little bit harder, that's why, because I hate having to go back to the store to buy more fence materials when all I want to do is focus on fencing. So like I said, we have to take up the fence in this area, and so as you can see, we have a tree that's fallen, and boom, stuff is just growing within it. It's just not good. They're working on getting this cut up. It's a cedar tree. If my uncle was still alive, he would say, hold on, we're not gonna just chop it up. We're gonna take those cedar posts off of it. So you can see that's a nice cedar post right there. And they use those for fencing. So a lot of the things that he believed in was reusing and repurposing things. And so a cedar tree like this would also be used as fencing materials. But for us, we have plenty of fence posts because we were given them by the power company who came out and replaced the posts. So we're gonna use those as posts for this fence. So that's gonna cut down a little bit on the cost. So basically we're gonna be spending money on wire and just other materials. We're gonna cut this tree up, had this tree cut up, and it'll probably be like firewood or something. Cedar burns really fast. But so it's not a great firewood, but it is a great wood to start a fire with. Okay, just want to show you this really quick. Like this right here is a old telegram pole that we used, that my great uncle used to use as like posts for the fence. There's another one there. And you know, we have some over here just to kind of show you, he always believed in just saving everything. And so we have more. This is actually a cedar post. It's old now, it's no good. Okay. But these are old telegram poles. These are still good. We're gonna cut these up into 8-foot poles. And then we have the auger hooked up to the tractor, and we're gonna have to auger dig the holes to put them in and pack them and let them sit before we start the fencing. But these are all just great ways if you are a farmer, you want to get into farming. It can be expensive. Building fences is expensive, very expensive. But if you can get your hands on some of these right here and just cut them into 8-foot poles. We have some already cut actually. So we'll go over here. Here's some that were already cut. We may be able to go ahead and use these today. Use them today, and they make great fence posts. They last long, and it's a way to use some free stuff or get some relief on the cost. So that's what we all about here. We're about making money when it comes to farming, and the way that you usually make money in farming is cut down on your costs.